Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're taking a field trip to the museum.
Where to?
And we're also going to bring back a souvenir.
Cemetery runoff congealing at the door.
Ah, there it is. And here I thought I was deposited way far away. Invisible walls, why? Well, my immersion's broken. This security guard doesn't mind me being here. Hello. Yes, I am a weirdo. I'm an Alcadian. He still does not care. Which is good for me. Ah yes, I have a key. Obviously, I am allowed to be here. I am only sneaking so as not to disturb the hard-working security guards with my noisy footsteps, not because I'm not supposed to be here. That helpful note informed me of a key that is here somewhere. And I found it. Oh wait, I need to cover my tracks. I was never here. Ignore the fingerprints I'm undoubtedly going to leave all over the glass everywhere while gawking at the various items. That's unlucky. Stay there. Or at least walk slowly enough that you don't catch up. I literally flinched as that noise just happened because I was really tense, waiting to see if any security guard would show up. Down here it's much easier because it's a big area. This guy stays here forever. I just saw that my stealth is so bad that they can spot me instantly. So I'll have to be very cautious. Yes, keep watching the cameras. It's not like anyone would be able to get all the way here. He was looking at me. Maybe stop being cocky. I'm pretty sure this is a password to one computer somewhere, just don't remember where. Wait, I think I remember this one. Yes! The key I got in the security room leads to the basement, which I could probably unlock with my lockpicking skills. But why would I when there's a key right there? And the office key I got upstairs. For anyone who was not reading the item names. Did I really just go here twice? Yes, yes I did.
Dry the corpse in the oven with peppers and fur.
Now the hard part begins.
Hey, who's there?
I cannot upgrade my stealth. Well, that was scary. Those cameras can spot me instantly. So I need to time my...
Hey, hold on!
I refuse.
Freeze!
The item name was still up there, so the events or the notifications still happen, which is interesting. That was quite risky.
Hey, who's there? I lost him.
He did. Well, I might be stuck in a loop now. Because he's going to keep detecting me from out there, or almost detecting me.
Ah, they're gone.
See, now I'm afraid to go on that computer. Because I don't know where he's gonna go. I've never seen him walking around before, but then again, this is my first playthrough on the current version of the unofficial patch, so either I got detected from in there while I was still in the stairway and he came to check it out, which I find unlikely. I'll risk it. That's it for the cameras. Now I need to get past that guy. Okay, first try. When you hear footsteps, just go the other way. Now we're pretty much ready to proceed with our main objective. I hear them, but I don't know where they are, so I'm afraid to move. Look in there. That statue that I got, for those who may not remember, is for Pisha, the woman in the abandoned hospital. I think those two in the beginning got stuck to each other. So now that I deactivated the cameras, And because those two aren't patrolling, this was really easy, but I did not know that there was only one guy patrolling. I can still get spotted here. Well, they heard that. Wait, what? Masquerade. This timeline's a bust. Now I have no idea how to get through that door because it was not locked last I was here. Oh. The alarm locks it. I always reloaded before I got there. I guess then disabling the alarm thing on the computer would have re-unlocked the door. It's a box. We were after a box, right?
I can't understand why someone would go through the trouble of stealing a box with a very ancient corpse. This city's not that dull.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Beckett! Why am I clapping?
I'm an archaeologist, so I thought I'd indulge in a quick study of this Ankaran sarcophagus everyone's so riled up about. My guess, from what I've read about it, is that it's a mummified Mesopotamian king. I needed confirmation.
Did you stare at the box? Sometimes I stare at things for hours.
Oh, I really wish I had. All this speculation about the sarcophagus containing an antediluvian and being a portent of Gehenna is making me cringe. These are the kinds of ridiculous, superstitious assumptions I came here to debunk.
The old bones. Tell me they are not real, please.
The antediluvians? No one I know has ever met one. But each bloodline or clan supposedly traces its origin to an antediluvian. Some say these grandsires still exist into the present. But then, kindred and kind believe a lot of strange things.
The G word makes my thoughts frightened. What is it?
Armageddon, doomsday, the end of all kindred. It's a common facet of most mythologies. Fear that the world will end. Many believe Cain and the antediluvians will return to consume or destroy all kindred. I wholeheartedly disagree.
The Dark Father? Where?
Cain, who I assume you mean, is the biblical first kindred and founder of the mythological first city, Enoch. a place where kindred and kind coexisted. I believe Cain's a figure concocted to personify the transition from nomadic society to agrarian society. That myth, like most, has been twisted by time.
I want to hear more stories about the Thin Kindred.
Thin Bloods rarely exhibit features or powers of their clan, and many can't embrace. Some are even rumored to have reproduced. Many kindred are terrified that their weak blood heralds the dissipation of every bloodline. Somewhat of an ignorant reactionary response, don't you think?
Tell me the other signs so I can peel my eyes.
What prophecy doesn't have vague apocryphal signs? Let's see. The usual ones cited are the appearance of thin bloods, Cain sightings, doom, gloom, that route.
I want to disagree with you, but I don't know.
As I said, many cultures have the fear of some form of apocalypse. Kindred believed in these stories when they were human, and naturally carried them over into kindred myth. But it doesn't take a supernatural act to cause widespread destruction. Humans and kindred are just as capable of managing their own destruction as a deity. A self-realized Gehenna warrants more vigilance than a god-induced one, don't you agree? Such is my argument, which so frequently falls on deaf ears.
Your stories are a buffet for my mind. How long did it take to prepare the feast?
For 300 years I've been trying to determine the function of our existence, the kindred's role in the world. I'm not content to attribute it to some act of supernatural biblical vengeance. We exist for a reason, and if it takes another 300, I'll figure it out. Any thoughts?
The reason we exist is because jellyfish will it so. Why else?
Can't say I've heard that one before.
Look at my head nod. I can do this until I fall down.
Remember, the truth won't be told in time. It will be told by us. Well, my work here is stolen away into the night. Think I'll do the same.
If you find the box, please put it in the night deposit slot of the tower. Thanks. What a productive trip that was.
I beg your pardon.
Let us now deposit our souvenir with its intended recipient. And then we'll go tell the other guy that his souvenir is somewhere else. I really thought this mission would take longer.
Yes.
The shrunken man for you, widow.
Yes. This is genuine and of use to me. There is something resonating from it. A whisper. I will give you this in trade. It is known as the Odious Chalice. It swells with spilled blood and offers its bloat to its owner.
I will take this prize and search for the next. The Odious Chalice fills with blood as you kill enemies, and then you can drink it to refill blood points, which I inevitably forget to do. Oh yeah, the book, I forgot. I was so busy with the security guards over there that I completely forgot I had the book. Time to sell some stuff.
Stop doing that. Mother shan't be too pleased. None too pleased.
Mother just doesn't want me to have a source of income of my own. Let's see if Heather has anything else to say. Honestly, I'm just putting off telling LaCroix that I don't have his shiny box. may not be pleased. He may even throw a tantrum. Oh yeah, I can also check my emails. Might as well. Actually, I probably should have checked emails after I reported back, because I'm fairly sure I would get another side quest. But first he has to send me to the next area. Now where's Heather? Heather! Oh. Spoilers. Close the door. That works. Heather! I already spoiled it for them, I'm sorry.
I went fishing today, and I caught a big one. Can you hear him flopping around the bathroom? That's how you can tell he's fresh.
Yes, the guy was the fish. No. Fish travel in schools! Where is it?
You don't like fish? I just thought, it'd be a nice change of pace if you dined in for a change.
The smell will attract flies. You stay. Sit. Be good.
Hey, what the hell is this shit? Let me out, goddammit! I'll kill that crazy bitch!
By the way, she captures this guy no matter what clan you are. She just doesn't call him a fish if you're not Malkavian. My little girl is a little like me. Go and we will forget it.
Psycho bitch brought me here, hit me in the head, and locked me up. What the fuck? I mean, who the fuck does that?
But you wanted to pluck her flowers. We will tell the blue man.
Oh, so she's gonna play it like that, huh? Alright, just let me out. I want to get as far away from that crazy bitch as possible.
There. Once again, I'm very sorry.
Maggots love you. Trust me.
If I'd remembered this, I might have actually drunk him instead of risking my discovery on the streets. I'm sorry, Heather. I wasted all your effort.
Master?
I put the fish back in the pond.
I'm really, really sorry. I'll make it up to you, I promise.
Aw, when you make that face, I can't stay mad at you. Goodbye, my pet. You know what? Let's see if she has anything to say.
Master?
Okay, then. Check the news.
Sarcophagus, delivered to the Los Angeles Museum of Natural History this morning, was stolen just hours before experts could examine its contents. Authorities are baffled by its theft, as the museum employs several sophisticated security measures that have foiled previous robbery attempts. Police speculate professional art and antiquity thieves are behind the sarcophagus's disappearance. More on this story as it breaks. The search for an LA sewer worker is beginning to look grim as police and family end their 7th night looking for Luis Salvador after he failed to return home last Friday. Salvador was last seen entering a manhole in Hollywood to carry out a routine inspection. Salvador's family is hopeful that the husband and father of 3 will return safely and urge anyone who might have seen Salvador to contact the police. Firefighters are trying to contain a flash fire in the Hollywood Hills this morning. Smoke and debris from a house fire alerted residents late this evening. The fire had already spread rapidly by the time firefighters arrived due to brush and wind conditions. Fire officials expect the blaze to be extinguished within the next few hours, but are advising local homeowners in the area to evacuate. Concerned parent groups joined several senators on the step of Capitol Hill to protest the latest wave of violent video games. Senator Limperman called the games pornography and was offended by crude shots taken at him by one recent game. Among the titles the group is trying to get banned from stores are Mangle Garden, Rape and Pillage, and Abe Lincoln Teaches Killing. Protesters say that extended media attention towards exploitive games such as Meth Tycoon promotes parental awareness of their adult content and lessens children's interest in the taboo-themed games. Religious tourists have been flocking in droves to the Santa Maria Church in Santiago, Spain, after several pilgrims claim to have seen statues of the Madonna begin crying blood. The site dates back to the period of the Romans and has several reported Weeping Virgin sightings throughout its history. One pilgrim reported that they witnessed blood coming from no less than 6 statues at around sunset, and that the courtyard felt full of sadness. Skeptics have been quick to point out that this phenomena has been debunked, and witnesses are no more credible than those that report UFOs. The Encaran sarcophagus, delivered to the Los Angeles Museum of Natural History this morning, was stolen just hours before experts could examine its contents. Authorities are baffled by its theft, as the museum employs several sophisticated security measures that have foiled previous robbery attempts. Police speculate professional art and antiquity thieves are behind the sarcophagus's disappearance. More on this story as it breaks. Simon Milligan, host of local...
Put a pin on that news report about the sewer worker that's gone missing, because that's going to come up later. Now I need to stop procrastinating and actually go tell LaCroix that his toy is missing.
Oh, excuse me, starting to doze off there. Oh, I need to get a guard animal of some sort to alert me when folks come in. Maybe one of them chimps like on that show Ape Detective? Oh, that monkey always gets his man.
LaCroix mutters my name perturbedly.
What? Oh. Yeah, Mr. LaCroix's expecting you. For a young guy, he sure likes to work late. Me, I spent most of my youth in the entertainment industry. Yeah, I guarded the sets for over 6 top 10 TV shows.
We will converse in the moon's later light. Goodbye. Dramatic pose.
The folly of leadership is knowing that no matter what you do, behind your back there's hundreds, certain that their own solution is the sounder one, and that your decision was the byproduct of a whimsical dart toss. I pronounce the blast sentence, and I soak the critical fallout. I make the decisions no one else will. Leadership. I wear the albatross and a bullseye.
What's my part? Oh! What troubles you, my prince?
The blood hunt on Nines Rodriguez for the murder of Alistair Grout will be called. Rodriguez's execution is only a matter of time. I have lit the fuse. If a war ignites, it's my head they will sharpen the pikes for. At least I can rest easy in knowing that you, my most promising attendant, has relieved me of one encumbrance tonight. Do you need assistance bringing the sarcophagus up to my office?
It was stolen, but there were lots of dinosaurs, so I had fun.
Stolen?
Stolen? How? Who would...
Oh, Gary. Gary, you treasonous maggot. I should have anticipated your treachery, sewer rat.
Me too. Who's Gary?
The Nosferatu Primogen. The Nosferatu were responsible for finding out where the sarcophagus was taken after the Dane, and for getting keys to the museum. They were the only ones who knew. It's obvious to me now. My mistake.
But...
I want him found. I want him... found. The sarcophagus could be exploited, causing who knows what catastrophe to this city, if it were to fall into the wrong hands.
Let me seek this, Gary.
The Nosferatu lurk in the filth below the streets of Hollywood, but not even I know just where they hide. Hollywood is, unfortunately, lacking in any Camarilla loyalties. Hollywood's baron is an anarch named Isaac. Isaac's more civil than the anarchs downtown, but nonetheless he wears his mistrust of me on his sleeve. He may know how to contact the Nosferatu. Find Gary and get him to talk. That sarcophagus could be used against us. Do not come back until you have it. Now, I must announce the blood hunt and bear the brunt of all consequences. Escort him out.
Speaking of anarchs, we will update Jack on our progress again.
I heard you were down poking around the museum.
How did you unmask this mystery?
Kid, you don't live to be as old as me without cultivating a few connections, the least of which should be able to penetrate the iron veil of the local Natural History Museum.
The Jester sent me to take the terrible talisman.
Seems like he has a lot riding on that sarcophagus to get such a fierce bug in that powdered wig of his.
What need has he of this terrible talisman?
I got another scenario for you here, kiddo. Gonna bounce it off you, see what you think. You ever hear of, diablerie?
My ears have never seen such a thing.
Well, it's when a vampire drains another more powerful vampire to death. Diablerie is the Sabbat's specialty, but it's a big taboo in civilized kindred circles, and damn sure forbidden by the Camarilla.
Voodoo, taboo.
When a younger vampire diablerizes an elder, the younger vampire gains all of their powers.
Ah, dark blood and precious power.
The prince is willing to tear L.A. apart to find this thing so he can have it. Why? What would a power-hungry vampire like LaCroix want with a sleeping ancient? I wonder.
Perhaps you want to drink from the terrible talisman?
You're free to choose who you trust, kiddo.
May I mine your gray matter?
Sure thing, kiddo. Fire away.
I don't remember what I already asked him. Damn. Clue me on the Camarilla.
Oh, my favorite topic.
Do you give no credit to the Camarilla codes?
Don't think the Camarilla has a monopoly on those ideals, okay, kid? No one is arguing over that shit, and if they tell you that's what this fight is all about, then they're really giving you the full fist. You hear me?
Their fist or your own?
The Camarilla protects the people running the Camarilla. That's it, the end. The rest of them are bloody gristle for the machine.
Who is the head of this Hydra?
Doddering old dust farts. They might be powerful as all hell, but who knows? They're too afraid to stick their heads out of their hidey holes, and why should they? This whole huge system is built so they don't have to.
Does the Jester Prince wear a crown?
Not one of the bigs, but he ain't out risking his ass in the street, that's for sure. LaCroix has ambitions of joining that inner circle. Delivering Los Angeles in their pocket would look killer on a resume.
The Camarilla code seems kosher.
Not bad. Evil. Man, think if a country had the same dictator that lived for 500 years. It's also a blood-drinking predator. Think there's gonna be some evil shit come out of that equation?
Do you curse the Camarilla or only the heads of the Hydra?
I'm not saying let's go torch the Malkavian living under the abandoned hotel because she happens to be a Camarilla. I'm saying let's change that shit from the top down.
How to know good from evil?
Camarilla membership is 95% victims, 5% evil bastards. But make sure and understand, any of those victims points a gun at me, they get drained and slaughtered like sheep.
Am I part of the problem?
Hey man, you do what you gotta do to survive when you're young, but there comes a time when that excuse don't fly no more. When you should know better and want to do something about it.
Such distinctions are beyond my discernment.
That's why you're sitting here listening. School's in, kiddo.
Anarchy rarely protects its practitioners.
Beware the protection of wolves. Moving right along.
Tell me the secrets of the Sabbat.
Again, does everything have to be about these dickheads?
Not if it doesn't need to be.
The Sabbat are worthless, man. Fake tits on a zombie worthless. Fun to watch, though. Like the Three Stooges with chainsaws.
What's their major malfunction?
The Sabbat are in the same business as the Camarilla. Sabbat have a little longer chain, but they're slaves all the same. Moving right. Oh.
Tell me of the Jester Prince.
To hell with LaCroix. I blasted better vampires' brains all over the wall. He's not the prince, he's a prince.
Have you danced with such jesters before?
He's a typical Ventru asshole. Predictable, safe, no imagination. Man, the guy's a pussy. He just got lucky he showed up in L.A. at the right time.
You think fate shines on the shallow and serendipitous?
I'm not saying he's stupid, he's just an asshole and needs his teeth kicked in, that's all.
What think you of the Jester's hound?
Oh, the sheriff, yeah. I love how everyone's talking about that big mystery. It's like someone embraced a doped-up gorilla.
My shadow darkens other domains. Farewell.
What the hell do you want?
May I mine your gray matter?
Yeah?
Why do you curse the Camarilla?
The Camarilla just ain't necessary. Their rules is just common sense shit. The Masquerade and all that. Sure, it makes sense. Like the 10 Commandments. You know the 10 Commandments, don't you?
My head is a burning bush.
Yeah, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. Sounds good, but you and me both know that shit don't always fly. What if some society like the Camarilla comes along and just up and kills you if you break one damn commandment?
I seek a path more structured.
Whatever, man. I choose not to say. I signed away my rights once, and it landed my ass in a Southeast Asian jungle with nothing but an M60 and a shitload of questions. Now I'm dead and the real hell starts. I'll be dust before I roll over and take it again.
Tell me of Entropy's Childer.
Anarchs, we are the only ticket to free living in the afterlife, my friend.
I am no longer here. I don't think I asked all the questions about Kane, but he has nothing really interesting to say about that.
Seth.
I wonder something from your mind.
Yeah?
The Jack-in-the-Box that smiles incessantly.
Jack? Jack's Jack. Kind of a legend amongst anarchs. There's not an anarch in the world who wouldn't stand in rock star awe of Jack. Even the Camarilla doesn't mess with him.
Yes, his beard is hypnotic.
He's been around a long time. He used to be a pirate, so the rumor goes. Talk to Jack. He's never short on chat. Yeah?
The children of the Camarilla.
We are about passion, Canny, and freedom. Things most Camarilla types just can't understand. I could go on and on, but Skelter says it takes too long to get me off my soapbox. Ask him. Or even Jack.
Please, continue rambling at my expense.
I mean, geez, it just makes sense. Power should be redistributed amongst all of us, not just a few. Communism would actually work for Kindred, where it fails with humans. It's just common sense, you know? Yeah?
The parents of the Anarchs.
It's a sham, a pyramid scheme. Nothing but musty, withdrawn elders waging power struggles for no other reason than to keep their own ass alive for one more century. You think you have any real power in the Cam? You're kidding yourself.
Its architecture is still a mystery to me. Shards of insight are all I gather.
You'd be better off without them. You'll see.
Tatters.
Yeah?
My curiosity wanes. I'm already gone. Wait, I can also ask Skelter about people.
What the hell do you want?
I see a vision of someone.
Yeah? Who do you want to know about?
Who is this fair damsel?
You mean college girl over there? To be honest, she reminds me of those miserable stateside protester fucks from when I was in Nam. But she's on the right side in this war. Don't let the hippie vibe fool you. Yeah? Who do you want?
What of Jack?
That's the man there. One righteous kindred. I wish he'd take a more active stance in our fight, but fuck, man, he's Jack. Jack just does his thing. God help anyone who gets in the way.
I am no longer here. Now I need to get the emails, because they update when you update the quests. Or at least I think that's how it goes.
Need a ride?
I don't think that museum is supposed to be there
Cemetery
anymore.
runoff congealing at the door.
Oh, no, I'm curious. What happens if I go there?
Hop in.
Souls draped in rotten tatters, and father dances in the dark.
This is interesting. I mean, I'm going to reload because I literally can't get back to downtown, but I'm curious. I don't want to explore too long. I might return to the quick save off the record.
Hop in.
We will do one more mission in Hollywood to hopefully pique your interest for the Hollywood storyline.
Ain't seen you here before. If I haven't seen you, neither has Isaac. So that's your next stop.
Look! A talking, walking signpost!
Isaac's in the jewelry store at the end of the street. Consider yourself invited.
This town loves me already. Well, actually, since the red spot is right here, I will first go and buy some stuff. Actually,
the moon is out, everyone's in dreamland.
I will do the initial shopping session next episode, since this episode is already getting lengthy.
I could have swore I told you to see the Baron. Yeah, that was a laugh. Except my sense of humor is a little askew, you know? Conflict just cracks me the hell up.
This is getting obvious. I've had this happen once before, but I thought you would need to update a quest or something like that before he does that. I didn't know that he already takes issue if you just enter a different building. So picky.
Good evening, Neonate. Isaac Abrams. I've been expecting you. Seems the wooden soldiers of the Camarilla shuffle in a little too often these nights. That baby-faced two-bit Prince LaCroix got something to say to me?
Your messenger spun me around and pointed me in your direction.
Very courteous of you to stop by. All kindred that enter my domain are expected to introduce themselves. It may seem like an outdated formality, but it serves its purpose.
Your purpose is a mystery to the lunatic in your office.
It gives me the opportunity to personally welcome visitors to my domain. It also helps to establish an understanding in advance, so that there are no unfortunate accidents while they are in town.
Does the LA in LaCroix not stand for LA?
Oh, LaCroix, that egotistical fop. His reach in Los Angeles far exceeds his grasp. Prince, don't make me laugh. Prince is a title, an outdated and absurd bit of jargon given to any fool that would scheme hard enough for it. I don't recognize it, and neither will any kindred under the protection of this barony.
Where have all the sewer rats fled?
Your clan appreciates a good joke, doesn't it? Don't you find it the slightest bit hilarious that LaCroix would send you to ask me, of all people, where he could find the Nosferatu? Has it truly come to this?
Hilarious!
Bone rattle melody.
The kangaroo court.
What?
I'm willing to give you my full cooperation, provided you pay proper tribute.
Pay? For one who lives in a jewelry store, very greedy. What's the cost?
What I want is a simple exchange. Last week I paid for a certain item, a movie, and this evening I got an email saying that the seller is ready to deliver it. Unfortunately, he's become a bit paranoid all of a sudden. Won't meet me in person, won't drop it off, won't even answer his phone. Says he'll send the location of the pickup to a computer in the nearby internet cafe tonight. You see where I'm going with this?
I am your patsy.
Speaking of paranoia, no. Simple pickups, all that's involved. Go to the Ground Zero Internet Cafe. Look for a directory named Joseph K. and use the password Kafka. There'll be an email in there that will specify a nearby location. Meet the contact, pick up the item, come back. Not too painful, right?
I will disappear and reappear item in hand. Then my questions are answered.
Excellent. In the meantime, Consider yourself a welcome guest in my barony. Welcome to Hollywood.
I'm home.
Oh my gosh, is that you? Everyone was worried sick about you. When you didn't show up and didn't call and nobody knew anything about what happened to you, we thought you were dead. Are you okay? You know what? Never mind. We have to help you.
Madness. Believe me, I know.
It's me, Samantha. Don't you... Did you suffer amnesia? Is that it? Let me make a call. We'll get everybody together. We can talk. Maybe you'll remember something. The important thing is that they know that you're alive.
No, don't you remember me? I'm your pet turtle from when you were a kid.
Shelly? Holy crap, you got big! I'm sorry I flushed you. I thought you were dead.
Nah, I wasn't dead. I was just asleep.
So, what's it like to be a turtle?
It's a lot like being a walking house that eats lettuce.
Can I give you a hug, Shelly?
I'd let you, but the other turtles might start talking.
Oh, it was nice seeing you again, Shelly. We can get together for the holidays. Call me, okay?
I will. Bye-bye, Samantha. That was easy. This is the cafe. Now where's the ambush? Oh yeah, there's another soundtrack here. Licensed. Oh. Can I actually use this book? You finally got to see what it says if I have a book that I can't use. Also, I need a research skill of at least 8, but then after I have the research skill of 8, I will still need the stat high enough, which I don't, because this is for a computer. Oh, spoilers, I guess. This computer does come in handy. I think that's all I needed to do. I'm going to need to know about Ginger Swan. I could also ask Isaac Abrams. And I still will, so you can see the conversation. But I wanted to show you the computer as well. It has information on a bunch of actors, but I only remember 2 off the top of my head that are in any way relevant in-game. The rest is just flavor. Which is fair enough, I just don't feel like going through all of them. I think this is the guy I'm meeting.
Yeah? What do you want?
The Blood Baron sends forth the pawn to obtain the terrible tape.
What? Blood Baron? What the hell? Who are you? Didn't Isaac send... damn. You must have the wrong guy. I don't know what you're talking about. Get lost.
Just toss me the terrible tape and you can retreat.
Tape? What tape? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm getting the hell out of here.
I'll convey your betrayal to the Blood Baron.
Alright. Sorry. It's just that... I mean, something is... I just want out of this whole thing. I don't want anything to do with that damn tape.
Speak your secrets, little messenger.
I don't know. I mean, when it comes to video, I've seen everything. And I do mean everything. This thing, it's sick. It can't be real, but it is. I know it. It's real, and it scares the hell out of me.
I see teeth and terror, a girl lost to the bloodstorm.
Oh, you have no idea. It's disgusting. That girl, the things that are happening to her. It just ain't right, man. It just ain't right. No. Something's wrong. Something's after me. I swear to God, something's after me.
Your back bears the stripe of the most curious yellow.
Every place I go, wherever I look, I see things. In the shadows. My phone rings, I hear something breathing on the other end, and... Shit. I'm out, man. I'm out of this whole thing.
Rid yourself of its curse and hand me this horror.
I don't have it. I stashed it someplace. Look, you need to find Ginger Swans. Huh? What the hell was that? Shit. Did you see that? I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I expect dead people.
Maggots love you. Trust me.
Maggots will love this guy now. They are ever so fond of corpses. Look, another dismembered hand or arm. Don't need this one either. Now I'll go see Isaac to ask about Ginger Swan.
You made good time. Hand me the item.
It did not travel with him.
Did he at least make a good excuse?
On what lakes can I find Ginger Swans?
Souls draped in rotten tatters and fall.
Not an animal, a name. Brings back a lot of memories. 70 years ago, wasn't a man in this city that wouldn't have given up his family, career, or anything else for one night with her.
Where is her lake?
You believe in an afterlife? Ginger Swan's been dead since the 50s. 20 years after, there were still grown men weeping at her grave. I don't know how she's relevant, but I have faith you will figure it out.
I will seek this name. The graveyard also has a side quest that I usually complete in this when I go for Ginger Swan, but not this time. That's where I found the arm, the sewer, and the graveyard is over here. Well, the entrance is over here. I can't use the proper entrance because it's closed.
I'll scream.
And one of the things that vampires lose is the ability to open doors. He says in the face of all the evidence to the contrary. I have nothing to say about this place yet. It will be more interesting later. Now let's see if I can get it first try. Nope. Second try though. I will be back with you when I'm back with Isaac.
Don't have it, do you?
I fetched a rental for you? Hee hee. Good joke.
I didn't doubt you'd find this, and I apologize if I was overly imperious before. A reflex action. I get a lot of young blood in here forgetting their place. I'll assist you as reasonably as I can with your task. But first, this tape. I'm in a hurry to find out what's behind all the hype, so get comfortable. I do have a feeling that whatever's here may be of use to both of us.
Maggots love you. Trust me.
Help me, please, please.
Deep of the Atlantic, dark, dreaming.
It's more disturbing than I was led to believe. You can understand my concern now, can't you?
I don't get it.
It just so happens that around the time this snuff film started circulating, the Nosferatu disappeared. I tried to elicit their help in tracking down the source, and for the first time in all these years, I was dismayed by their absence.
This tape hides the sewer rats from us?
I assume it does. It's awfully coincidental otherwise. Those creatures. I don't know how many professional FX houses could pull those off. There's a problem, though, in that the film's incomplete. The first half is damaged. We need a complete copy.
This copy must have a twin somewhere.
Behind the spit-shine gloss of the Hollywood Dream Factory, there's another city churning out a vile byproduct for the furtive consumption of a debauched audience. I have no doubt the film's found its way to another smut peddler. I'd ask around.
My former life knew many places. I will revisit them. And on that very pleasant bombshell, hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time.